The Hawks say their search and seizure operation at the Polokwane municipal offices earlier this week turned up documents and electronics which will form part of an investigation into the municipality. Now, this follows allegations of fraud, corruption and tender irregularities involving senior municipal officials. Opposition parties in council are calling for a motion of no confidence in the executive mayor, John Mbe, and the municipal manager, while civic organizations are threatening protest action. Newzroom Africa's Scara Mafokoane joins us live now with more on the story from Polokwane. Scara, I think with these mounting calls for the mayor, of course, to be removed, what does this, allegations of corruption say in regards to Polokwane's ability to provide service delivery, specifically around water shortages as well?
Absolutely, Veronica. I mean, you're talking about a city in just a few weeks ago where, residents were up in arms, Veronica, complaining, and there was a public outcry about water provision in the city. I mean, we're speaking to residents upon arrival here. They tell us that, they endured a week of water scarcity in the city, and there was no explanation from the municipality as to what was the cause or what was the reason. I mean, with a few months to go till the local government elections, this city where we're in, Polokwane, it finds itself riddled in a corruption scandal. And at the center of it, Veronica, is a 56 million rand tender, which was allegedly awarded to a Zimbabwean national. So opposition parties, residents and citizens here are up in arms regarding that. But a few days ago, the Hawks descended at these offices, and the Polokwane mayor, the executive mayor, is saying they paid them a visit. A choice of words there, I don't know if it's the right choice of word from the mayor. He says it was they paid them a visit, but the Hawks are saying it was a search and seizure, and they tell us that they confiscated or they took documents and electronics. Now, those documents and electronics which were seized at these offices will form part of a bigger investigation. At this stage, they are not telling us who they're investigating, what they're investigating, and how long that investigation is going to take place. Perhaps let's take a listen to my conversation with the Hawks spokesperson, Mohale, earlier.
At this stage, for the integrity of the investigation, we will not mention the complainant nor the people of interest that we are looking into. But the search and seizure warrant was asking us to go to the municipality to source certain documents and information that will enable us to open a docket.
What were you able to find?
At this stage, it's early in the investigation for us to actually say what is it that we found, as that information, the documents, the electronics that we have seized are still under investigation, where the investigators are looking through it to see if there was any malfeasance that has been done.
According to the mayor, who released a statement yesterday, and allow me, Veronica, to just take a phrase out of it, he says it is important to clarify that the documents which were requested, not confiscated, requested by the Hawks, are not in any way related to the multi-million rand tender. So these are questions rather we'll be putting to the mayor. I will be speaking to him a bit later in the morning, and these are questions that I will put to the mayor. But again, let's take a listen to what Katlego Mohale had to tell us, because I pressed on the timelines of this investigation, since there is another parallel investigation by the SIU, which was launched by the party Bosa in July. Take a listen to what Katlego Mohale had to tell me.
An investigation is a very wild animal. Sometimes it takes longer, sometimes it takes a very short space of time. But for the moment, let's let the investigators do what they know best. And as and when there is information to be relayed to the public, that we shall do.
Now, all this, Katlego, as I mentioned earlier, occurs with months to go till the local government elections. So there are growing concerns, and there is a public outcry, and there are political parties now saying John Mpe, who's the executive mayor, must vacate office together with the municipal manager. So at this stage, we're not sure which offices were searched. All we know is that documents and electronics were seized at this office, and we'll know in time what the nature of the investigation, according to the Hawks and the SIU, will be. Veronica.